participating in the Bachelor Fantasy League. So what better way to celebrate Valentine's Day than, of course, to bring in the Bachelor himself, Nick Viall from season 21. Welcome to the Six. Nick, I got so many questions. You just have no idea.
Hey, Nick.
How are you doing?
This is the last you're going to hear from me, Nick. She's about to take it here. So I'm just saying hello, and the next voice you'll hear will be Jamel's, because she loves you in the show.
But anyway, thank you again for joining us. Look, this season, I know you've probably been getting this everywhere, but we got to talk about Corinne. We got to have a conversation about this woman. Is there maybe because of the way reality TV is that there are things about her we're missing that we don't see? So I just have to be flat out. Why do you like this woman?
Oh, wow, just getting right to it. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a little bit of that in terms of you never have the ability to see everything, right? I mean, there's hours of footage condensed down into a very finite amount of time. She's a big personality. She's clearly beautiful, and she is someone who always goes out of her way to try to move that relationship forward, right? In that world, when you're the Bachelor, you have so many women that it is hard to try to focus on each individual relationship. And unfortunately, it's kind of sometimes up to the women to try to assert themselves and come up with ways to move the relationship forward. She did a great job of that, and certainly she has opened herself up to criticism, but she's always done a great job of focusing on that relationship and not being distracted by some of the other things. And so she's funny, she's a great personality, she knows how to not take herself too seriously. I think those are all great qualities. And we'll see how it all works out with her.
Well, she definitely tried to move the relationship real forward last night. I believe I tried to sneak into your room, but you stayed the course. You said no. How difficult was that to do?
It wasn't too difficult. I mean, Corinne's a beautiful woman, and she's very attractive. But there are other women in the house, and I was excited to see her, and I'm glad she took the initiative to try to get more time with me. But in terms of the physical aspect, it wasn't very tempting, and it wasn't that hard to say no, just because I was in the middle of a lot of other relationships as well, and I know how that can kind of very much muddy the waters by going down that path.
Well, as I mentioned before introducing you, we have a Bachelor Fantasy League, and I'm sure you've probably been made aware that Mel Kiper, our resident NFL draft expert, is a huge fan of The Bachelor. And right now, he has Raven ranked #1 overall. If I had to put some money down on who I think you will ultimately pick, it would be her. So I know you can't give away who you will pick, but him placing her #1 overall, is that an accurate placement?
I mean, I think you've seen Raven be a very, strong contender, if you want to, use that kind of verbiage. But in fairness, though, I don't know. I mean, didn't Mel have Whitney #1 for a while?
He did.
Well, she's very beautiful. I think there were maybe some other stronger players ahead of Whitney, so I don't know. But Raven is a very, very strong pick. My relationship with Raven has been one of my strongest from very early on, and she's still in the mix. So I think Mel is improving his rankings from earlier on.
All right, Mike, you gonna ask the question? So my co-host is trying to get out of asking a question right now.
Let's not pretend you don't watch. Come on.
I gotta be honest with you, man. It's just I respect you. And I appreciate you joining the Six, and I'm living vicariously through my girl. She's obsessed with it. There are people, it's just, look, it's not that I have anything against The Bachelor. I'm not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It's not that I'm saying it's like the worst thing. It's just that I'm too busy being married with 3 small children. So I have to be, I don't really have time to watch a lot.
But you don't watch John Wick 600 times in a row. But that's all right.
That's different. Should I get on it next? Should I come?
I mean, Matthew Berry does, yeah. Matthew Berry has like 5 kids, and he's like watching.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what goes on in the Berry household.
Is that bad?
I don't know what kind of father. I'm sure he's a great father. I'm kidding. No,
You got nothing?
I got nothing.
All right, well, you be quiet.
Well, I do have a question.
I've been in your shoes before. I get it.
But no, I do have a question though. Like seriously, because some of us will never know this feeling. What's it like to have so many women competing for your affection? How do you? Because you seem like a real down to earth chill guy. It's like nobody could tell me anything if I had that many women trying to get at me.
The idea is very, very flattering, but in reality, it is far more challenging and difficult than one might think. And
that's a first world problem.
I would recommend I'd recommend to all the guys watching, stick to being a one-woman guy. I think that's life's a lot easier when you're doing that. But it's certainly very flattering.
Before we let you go, I want to ask you about some big news that everybody obviously has discovered now and was announced. Rachel, who is currently still in play on your season. Bit of a spoiler alert because now we know that she'll be the Bachelorette coming up shortly. They're filming that right now. The first African-American contestant that they have. What does that mean to see her in this position? Because you're somebody who's gotten to know her. And the fact that this is the first, African-American woman to be the Bachelorette.
Well, I'm very proud of Rachel. I'm very happy for her. I won't get into the details of how things went down in terms of our relationship. You'll still have to watch that. But I couldn't be more excited for her. I think she's going to make a fantastic Bachelorette. As a person, she's beautiful and wonderful and charismatic. I think the guys are going to be really excited to get a chance to meet her. And as far as the diversity aspect, I think it's amazing. I think it's a long time coming and probably a little bit overdue. And I think if you can embrace diversity in all aspects of life, I think that's a great thing. Also, at the same time, I don't want to take anything away from Rachel as the person because I think how great she's going to be as a Bachelorette is going to have to do most to do with the fact of those qualities of who she is as a person. I think it's just an amazing added bonus that she is finally breaking that barrier with being the first Black Bachelorette.
All right. Well, Nick, good luck the rest of the way.
Good luck, man.
Yeah, I can't wait to tune in to see who you finally pick or whatever. So
I'm gonna watch just to see what all the fuss is about, man. I'm tired of everybody around there talking about. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna be obsessed with it.
Watch you get hooked. You're gonna get hooked.
That's what happened to me.
Thank you, guys.
Good
Thanks,
luck,
man.
Nick. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Happy Valentine's Day.
All right, the Doing Too Much Countdown is coming.